I have failed in some of the worst ways. I have failed in some of the most drastic ways in my life. And the more I fail, the more I realize that good and evil is real because I feel the repercussions of my sins. And I'm striving for perfection because the more I dwell in mediocrity, like the rest of society, the more insane I feel. It makes sense why we have so many mental health issues these days. We're like rats in a cage. We're fed the wrong food since birth. A lot of us have had parents that have abused us. A lot of us have serious trauma that we may never heal from. And coming to grips with stuff like that is not easy, but you have to learn to accept it, because most likely you're going to make mistakes along the way, and through those mistakes you learn, So just realize that you could be dead tomorrow, and you have to make sure you're doing what's meaningful to you each and every day as if it could be your last day, because you never know when it might be your last day. And I've been meditating on death a lot because I see the possibilities on both ends. Perhaps you could live forever if you were juicing a bunch of vegetables. Perhaps you could kill yourself off very quickly. And to understand that you have that kind of power is not always easy to come to terms with. Sometimes you don't know what to do with the power and you go off the hinges and you do some crazy shit. But over time, you learn to trust yourself. Because through making mistakes, it's important to pay attention to how you feel after making those mistakes. Don't ignore how you feel after making those mistakes, because those feelings will give you insights on how to progress. If there's one mistake I made, it's ignoring how I feel for too long. People say you can't trust your feelings as a man and you shouldn't do what you feel like doing, but that's not true. Your feelings is your best guidance system you have. Your body will tell you what it needs, and you know what right and wrong is in your heart and soul, and you need to listen to that at all times, because there's times when I don't listen to it and I feel the repercussions. Sometimes maybe you don't have to listen to it. Shut your mind off for a bit, but don't do anything too drastic. Because when you stray from the path, and I stray from the path all the time, that's what I'm working on now, is being more disciplined, because I stray from the path all the time. But when you stray from the path, you begin to realize that the path is all there is. And without the path, you have nothing. And in today's society, we're so far gone from the path. It is almost like an insane asylum, and you have to step out of that if you want to ever feel peace. This is a note to self, because I'm striving for peace in my life. That is my main goal at this point in time. Because I'm sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. And if you ever want to feel peace, you have to step completely outside of the societal paradigm. And you have to step into your own frame of being. Because the way that people are living in society is sick. It's insane. We're eating foods that are destroying our bodies and the planet. Our grandchildren might not even have organic food to eat with all the GMOs we're making. We're treating each other like shit. We value things over people. A lot of parents are abusing their children. This society is very sick and evil in a lot of ways. And if we don't learn to be vigilant and walk in the line of truth, which I'm not perfect at, But I'm learning over time that I need to strive for perfection, because if we don't learn to walk in alignment with truth, we may not have a future on this planet, because we didn't create the sun. We didn't create the food. We didn't create the oxygen. There is a God. There is a higher power. And if we are not pleasing to that higher source, we can be eliminated from the planet, and this life is not to be taken for granted, because this life can be heaven or hell on earth. And it's a lot to sit with. It was a very heavy feeling today, and I fell flat on my face. I binged, I relapsed. And so I'm making this video just to express that I feel it. When I do wrong, I feel it. And it is real. And there is a right and a wrong. Don't let anyone tell you there isn't. The food you eat makes a difference. The workouts you do make a difference. Everything you do makes a difference, for better or for worse. And the power is in your hands. And if you're alive and breathing today, it's for a reason. Never forget that. I love you guys. Until next one, I'm out. Peace.